got the smoker out, and that trevally is in here. Check it out. Hopefully that's going to be good. Getting a little sick of eating it normal ways, but we've got so much of it that we can have a play around. And isn't this a beautiful little place? We're going to go to sleep because the sun is setting, and tomorrow morning I'll throw the drone up and show you there's some amazing cliffs and some beautiful stuff. How beautiful is it here? It's so amazing. What a tranquil little bay. Our friends have just joined us in the bay. We're going to go out spearfishing. We're making a little bit of water, doing some washing, stuff that needs to get done. We're going to smoke some more fish tonight because that was so good. Love smoked fish. Anyway, let's go spearfishing. When are we going spearfishing, guys?
Whenever you're ready.
Kids are pretty good at doing the school. What are you doing there, Bella? Are you doing school or?
Yeah, I am. I'm making a pattern for a school project. It's actually really difficult to sew on a boat, so I don't know if you're thinking about sailing, but probably don't bring your sewing machine because it's just way too hot. You know what's weird, Dad? I actually use inches. our presentation could be better, but hopefully it tastes fine. We've done like leftover salami, like a last of it from New Zealand, fish, saltwater cheese. That's about it.
2 variations of fish, one with green papaya and one with tomato. A nice range of bruschetta, should be a good lunch.
Just get the damn food.
Just noticed a really cool little lake when we had the drone up, and so we're just gonna meet up with these other boats at a beach and hike, bash our way through a bit of jungle and check out this lake. One of the locals here, Mr. Jacob from the village, told us that there's this big turtle that lives in the lake, so hopefully we can find it.
That like makes it so it doesn't rust again.
Yeah, we're just like
Really hard to tell how deep that is.
Oxen it.
Yeah. If you don't know your language,
So much rust.
Track here somewhere. Might have to hack it up a little bit. Go to this lake. I have a classic routine because I hate spiders. Let other people go first, you know.
they're growing on a rock.
And I don't have my things on. No.
Channels all over the place.
Yeah.
Which way?
Maybe it only comes up occasionally.
Yeah.
It's sandy, so it's shallow.
A few bats around there. So what do you guys think of the lake? It was pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was horrible. Wow. Didn't even get to the lake.
Back again.
Spearfish.
Let's go spearfishing. It's way more fun.
Too cold to go swimming.
Ripping along at 8 knots and about 18 knots wind, and there's pilot whales, a big pot of them cruising through the back. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, they're a little far away for this little camera. We're just going to stop off this island for the night. We're heading down to Balonga, which is the most amazing spot in Fiji. You're going to love it. We made it to this beautiful little island, and it's just going to be, like I said, just a little overnight stop, and then we're off to Balonga. It's pretty cool here. There's not a passage per se, it's just like a little gap in the reef. It's kind of like a harbour, I guess, with waves breaking on each side. Some good little left-hand break there, you know. If I had a surfboard and could surf. Not very good at surfing.
This is our very last box of milk, and after this we're moving to milk powder. I'm not looking forward to that, but who knows, maybe we'll get used to it. I do know that it's been so hard to get food out here in the Laos that when we get back to civilization, but especially New Zealand supermarkets, it's going to be like walking into Aladdin's treasure cave or something. It's very exciting. We watched a food program by accident last night and it made us so hungry and like desperate for nice food. Although I think we're doing very well with our limited ingredients. We still managed to cook up pretty nice meals. Because last night we had crayfish and creamy pasta with white wine and a bit of spinach, and some of the others brought over crayfish done on various ways, and it was pretty good actually. So we are getting low on veggies now though, so we have to get more and more creative.
It's massive.
She can't even lift it up.
Friends just came into the bay and they've caught a very large swordfish. Pretty impressive. To pull one of those on a monohull is definitely a feat. Oh, that's mean. Massive. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a feed, eh? Nice and early in the morning, 5:30. We're sailing to, where are we going to? Some atoll about 50 miles away. Should be in there by about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock maybe, who knows?
4 o'clock with the forecast.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yes.
Okay. Might try and
Yesterday it was 1:30 and we were going 8-9 knots because it was 20 knots wind.
Yeah, normally we're about sort of 7 knots. Six today, I think. Light winds.
Maybe even 5. It's only 12 knots. 5 knot averages.
How beautiful is this? We've only got 6 knots worth of wind, and so we're motoring. Well, the wind's picked up and we're doing pretty good actually. Got 12 knots on the beam, but because we're moving forward, the apparent wind, which is the wind that's on the boat, moves forward of the boat, which means that we're kind of sailing into wind at about 50 degrees. Nikau is pretty good at 12 knots at 50 degrees, and so we're heading along at about 7 knots, and we're winning the race so far. You know, it's not really a race, because one of the boats is way smaller. The other one is an ML 52. It's a little bit bigger than Nikau, but the people sailing it, it's a new boat to them. They're still learning how to work everything on it, and so it's not really a race, but it's a bit of fun traveling in convoy. And you know what they say about boats sailing in convoy? It's always a race. Some dolphins, or maybe whales actually, on the bow. Oh, the pilot whales, and I don't know where they're going. Oh, can you guys see them? Sneaky little whales. Oh, David got out of bed for the pilot whales. Where are they? They've got to come up. Must be out that way.
Excuse me. Doing like backflips. Excuse. Can you move? Beautiful water. Perfecting the backflip very slowly. Davey just saw a shark under there. We got him to see how deep those bommies were, and those all white tips, they can be quite curious / aggressive. Better if you snorkel in groups around here in the islands, otherwise the sharks think you might be weak, pick you off, you know.
This is so beautiful here. It's really amazing. It reminds me of Tahiti. Get up in these shallow waters. We're at about 6 meters, a few bommies in the bay, but we scoped them out, or at least David did. Got like chased after by a white tip. David the brave soul.
Like the wussy soul. Swam away.
It is my version of a Turkish pizza kind of thing. It's gluten free, so I'm not sure it's gonna work. It's pretty crumbly. I pretty much made up the dough, like without a recipe, so you know, let's see how it goes.
We are just approaching Valanga, which is known to be one of the must-see places in Fiji. Everyone raves about this place the same way they rave about Whakarava in the Tuamotus in French Polynesia, which we missed, so we are determined not to miss Valanga. So we are here, we have just come in ahead of a front, coming into the pass at low tide, which is not really recommended, but someone else did it. They told us we could do it too. Caught a mahi on the way here, which is awesome. Our friends on Wanderer caught a big swordfish the size of a person, a fully grown adult size. So that will be interesting to see. And yeah, we are looking forward to Valanga. There's lots of different islands, lots of different anchorages. It's supposed to be beautiful. We can't wait.
It's got to be one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. I can definitely see what all the hype is about. Valanga is amazing. Super little paradise. I'll throw the drone up tomorrow and show you guys what this thing looks like. The sun's setting, colours are not going to be quite as cool. I've got to go now and actually help a friend through the pass. That pass was crazy, right? It's super narrow, weird currents going around. Bella's having a little swim in. Oh, you snagged it. Came in for a look and got caught, eh?
It looks like it's made of fiberglass.
Yeah. I know. It looks like
It's a fake fish.
Oh, fake.
Yeah, they made it and they're like, look at our fish. That eye is bulky.
I know, it's massive. Yes. We should see how many people it takes to lift it.
Whoa, look at this big. This is where they snagged it, right here. Look how big this eye is. My goodness.
The size of my hand.
What's this hole here?
Huge.
Yeah.
What's your method here, Pete?
Oh, well, just pretend it's small and it's.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about bringing it in? How hard was it?
An hour and a half. It was really hard. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know who was going to give up first, the fish or me.
I bet you forgot about your arthritis.
I did. The adrenaline took over, and Jane's like, "You want a break?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm bringing him in. It's mine."
Oh, it's amazing. Have you named him?
Albert.
Oh, Albert. Awesome.
Oh, I don't reckon that's a black marlin because the flesh is
No, it's a stripy, yeah. Look how nice that fish is.
Oh, you've got stripes.
Alright, you guys are nice.
Yeah, you could do like confit, like a piece, take a whole piece. And
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, keep going.
That's enough for
Just got back from filleting up that massive swordfish.
And having some dinner and a few drinks.
Yeah, it's a bit of a party, but I got to show you guys because it's real funny.
We have an unexpected visitor
This is a bit of a bird,
on our boat.
not just any bird, it's a big ass bird. I'll show you. Sitting on our bimini. So let's check it out. I love it. What a beautiful blue beak. I think it's a booby. I'm not meaning that in a sexual way, but there's actually birds that are called boobies. Oh, it's so cool. I love birds.